Okay, in this video, I'm going to tell you how you should prepare the night before your OET exam and what you should do on the morning before your exam begins. Well, the night before, these are the fundamentals that you need to get in place about taking care of yourself, self-love, before you go ahead and take that examination. So fundamentals, getting good sleep, really important, okay? It's no good having 3 hours sleep the night before because you're trying to cram as much information into your mind as possible, because your mind it doesn't absorb information that way, okay? It takes the consistent intake of information over a period of weeks and months, and I'm sure the people who are watching this video have prepared effectively and you've done your consistent practice day in, day out, and you've done all the practice you need. You know, you've had study partners, you've had teachers, you've done your own self-study, you've had mock examinations. All of these things will help you enormously. So trust what you have done has been enough in order to get the scores that you need, okay? And even if, let's assume the fact that the people watching this video, they've prepared effectively and you've got the skills in place in order to get those 4 Bs overall. So at this point in time, you don't have a huge amount of time left. It's the night before. Get enough sleep, okay? 7 to 8 hours is really what you should be aiming for. And so many experts on sleep say that you should be getting 7 to 8 hours. You need to feel that sense of energy in the morning. You need to feel that positivity when it comes to having had enough sleep. You feel more positive. I've had days where I've not had enough sleep and I feel more negative. Positive is the positive feelings I have more so is when I've had a good night of sleep, okay? It's obvious advice, but so many people do not put these things into practice. Okay, so get a good night's sleep. Don't go to bed too late. And in the morning, when you wake up, make sure you're not thinking negative thoughts. I'm going to fail. I'm going to let down my parents. They're going to be disappointed in me. All these people who I support, they're going to think I'm not good enough. All of these things that we say to ourselves, you need to be thinking positive thoughts as soon as you open your eyes when you wake up in the morning. The other thing is get a good breakfast in you. So important to get the right food inside you that will give you the energy. So things like oatmeal or porridge, if you want to call it that, has those slow burning carbohydrates that will help you. Some fruit. Avoid things like fried foods, McDonald's breakfast, all those kinds of things. Coffee is a funny one because you can have the peak in terms of the caffeine and then the crash. So I would be careful with those kinds of things. Things like green tea would be great. Lots of water is also a fundamental part of giving providing the best possible performance that you can on examination day. Speak to family and friends in the morning and get their support and, get their best wishes. And I'm sure, the positive people within your life, you can speak to them and they'll give you the necessary guidance that you need. So those well wishes from family and friends can do you the world of good on examination day. So absolutely take advantage of them. The other thing is, don't be rushing around in the morning, okay? Maybe you've overslept, make sure you've got an alarm clock there and, have 2 or 3 alarms on there just to make sure. Like I said, don't be rushing around in the morning. Don't be messing around on your phone too much on WhatsApp and all these things, or sending messages to friends saying, I've got my exam, I'm so scared, I'm going to fail, blah, blah, blah. Those kinds of things won't help you, okay? Just keep positive. Say to your friends, I'm so happy that I am going to pass this exam today. I'm feeling so confident. And sometimes you can fake confidence. Even if you don't feel confident, more positive thoughts about confidence can actually just radiate throughout your body and you start to think, wow, this is strange. I feel confident now. So make sure you do that. I would highly, highly encourage you to do it. So when it comes to rushing, make sure, like I said, that you give yourself enough time in the morning and you're not messing around on your phone, and you get the breakfast, you get a nice shower. I would recommend a cold shower. I know it's not a it's not a glamorous thing, a fashionable thing to do, but a cold shower, wow, you can feel amazing after a cold shower. It really gives you that energy that you need in the morning. I do it every morning. Cold showers are great, and we've had previous OET passers that we have who I've given them this advice, or they've done it themselves, and they said it really works for them. So it gives you a lot of energy, and it's that mental energy that you really want. Then get to the OET exam centre ahead of time. Don't be getting there with a minute to spare. If you know it takes you 30 minutes to get there, don't leave exactly 30 minutes before, so you're rushing to get there on time. Give yourself 45 minutes to an hour so that you can mentally prepare yourself when you're there. You know you've got there on time. You know you've done everything that you need. Of course, bring all your documents and all your identification, etc. Hopefully, these fundamentals you can put into place, and it's well within your grasp. It's achievable to do all of these things, and the more prepared you are, the more likely you are to pass. So I hope these quick tips before your examination will help you. Let me know if there are any in this video that you've not used before that you could absolutely implement on examination day. So just put them in the chat box below. I'd love to hear your comments. And if you're a student who's not got your exam in a couple of days and you're still preparing for OET, make sure you go to swooshenglish.com for more free OET materials, and I'd love to help you pass. So fingers crossed for your examination this week.